The group set battle wages on in a 10-wall takeover, 10 road tech trends and predictions for 2023. Greetings, viewers. Today's video is all about the hottest road bike trends and predictions for the year 2023. We've done our research, but we're always open to your input, so don't hesitate to leave a comment if you think we've missed anything. Without further ado, let's dive in. Industry road specialists weigh in with their tech trends and forecast for 2023, covering everything from age-old arguments to the next advancement in aero knowledge. We may have entered a new year, but some of the most contentious issues in road technology are still expected to dominate news stories and cycling club group chats in 2023. These issues include mechanical versus electronic group sets, the increasing prevalence of integrated cockpits, tubeless tires, and the necessity, or not, of hookless rims. It's time for our road specialists to weigh in with the trends that will characterize skinny-tired bikes this year. If these forecasts come true, group sets at both ends of the price spectrum will be hot commodities. A challenger brand may show up at the Tour de France, and the knowledge of aerodynamics will continue to advance quickly. For most parts, expensive bikes for the elite market are the only ones with electronic group sets. Shimano introduced 105 Di2 in 2022, which is about twice as expensive as 105 mechanical, but is available on bikes starting at around £2,299. As a result, it is far more cost-effective on full bikes than as an aftermarket upgrade. After about a year on the market, SRAM made history by drastically lowering the price of Force Axe. If it does the same with Rival Axe, a group set that is already the least expensive electric drivetrain available, the technology will once more deteriorate. We're not talking about dirt cheap rates by any means, but in the long run, the widespread use of electronic group sets should, in principle, lead to lower costs as the technology becomes more common on mid-range machines. We even wouldn't rule out the possibility that SRAM would drop ETAP to the fourth rung of its group set ladder. If you found this video informative or entertaining in any way, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more exciting cycling content. Thank you for watching. Aero road bikes will make a comeback. With the fusion of the aero and lightweight categories in recent years, aero road bikes have undergone substantial evolution. Giant slimmed down the Propel, Specialized combined the Aero Venge and Tarmac for the SL7, and even Cervelo, one of the first manufacturers of aero bikes, simplified the S5. Now that the UCI has relaxed some of its regulations, we imagine some aero designers are eager to resume pushing the envelope in watt-saving technology. Perhaps the Venge will make a comeback, and Cannondale will upgrade the System 6 to make it even slipperier than it already is. Integration will become the norm. Whether you like it or not, the standard for mid to high-end bike is the integration of cockpits into whole bike designs. Disc brakes are now ubiquitous on road bikes, and both Shimano and SRAM provide some form of wireless shifting, so concealing hydraulic hoses is key. Anyone remember how crazy the Specialized Venge bias was? You also don't have to create your own intricate system because companies like FSA and Denta offer pre-made internal solutions that are already in use by companies like Merida. Endurance bikes split into two categories. The market for endurance bikes is already beginning to fragment, with racy endurance machines in one corner and sportive style or all-road inspired bikes in the other, even though we really don't want to add another bike genre to confound riders and testers alike. Let's look at some of the most powerful products now available. Giant's Defy is still a well-known platform for endurance. It's lightweight, maneuverable, and comfortable, all qualities that define a great traditional endurance bike. But a new Defy is undoubtedly on the way, so it will be intriguing to see what route the company takes next. The new Trek Domain has also altered its diet and gone back to its classics racing roots. On the other hand, Cannondale's updated Synapse, with its large tire clearances and integrated equipment, including lights and a radar, all but ignored racing. The Synapse is an endurance bike designed for real-world riders, not the racers who once dabbled in endurance cycles in the Spring Classics. It is capable of modest dirt work. Returning to new product introductions, it will be interesting to see where Specialized takes the railbakes given that the company already offers two different gravel bike models, the ultra-lightweight Crux and the more robust and versatile Diverge STR, which features future shock suspension. What role does a bike like the railbakes play in 2023's endurance scene? High-end 10 wall road tubeless tires play nice. We like tubeless tires because they're fast. We like proper tan walls because they're pretty. We like high TPI cotton tires because they ride beautifully. Making those cotton sidewalls able to contain air has always been a challenge. Because of this, vulcanized tires are the most common type of tubeless tire. But things might be changing now. Challenge has its regrettably dubbed HTLR line, and Jumbo Visma's 2023 race bikes are currently sporting the new Vittoria Corsa Pro tires. More brands will likely succeed in fusing the beauty of a real cotton sidewall with the ride quality of a high TPI casing and the speed advantages of tubeless in 2023, in our opinion. Classified wins at the Tour de France and takes over the world. The 2023 Tour de France will include a wildcard entry for Team Uno X. The classified power shift hub system has been used by its riders in smaller races as a test run, and I believe the team will employ it in the biggest event of the year. A friendly and outgoing mechanic from the team told us at the Criterium du Dauphiné last year that the technology will be used in larger competitions. With the dominance of Shimano and the fact that elite cycling would completely rethink derailleur gears, this would undoubtedly be a significant step. Jens Holblin, the team's manager, recently stated on the Lantern Rouge podcast that they wouldn't only be seeking to fill the day's doomed breakaway. We believe Team Uno X will win a stage thanks to the caliber of its riders and its method of focused stage hunting. The cause will be classified, and global dominance will undoubtedly follow, maybe. Shimano Tigra becomes the new 105. It used to be possible to purchase a very decent carbon performance bike with Shimano 105 components for £1,500. We anticipate more enthusiasts dipping to Tigra in Shimano's road group set hierarchy due to escalating economic pressures and ongoing supply issues, particularly if the hierarchy is changed this year. 105 has long been regarded as the greatest value in a performance road group set, but Tigra might very easily overtake it with some deft upgrading. There is an 11-speed gap in the most recent generation of Shimano road group sets, unless you add the now aged but still excellent 105 R7000 group set. There is nothing improper about an 11-speed group set, assuming Shimano doesn't upgrade Tigra, which is currently 10-speed, to 12-speed right away. For a while, the 105 has been regarded as the greatest value for money performance road group set, but Tigra might replace it with some clever tweaking. Some people won't mind operating a high-quality mechanical group set. Most definitely not. Hookless wheels are taking over and there's nothing you can do about it. By the end of the year, we predict that the share of hookless rims will increase globally. For practical reasons, we still prefer to ride in clincher setups, but there's no denying that the popularity of hookless tires and the associated growth of tubeless tires is still accelerating. The message from wheel manufacturers is that hookless rims are less expensive and require less material to build, with Zip serving as a famous example of a manufacturer that did so. Theoretically, they are also lighter. Even though we're already dealing with hyperbolic fractions of a margin, we're sure there will be claims of aerodynamic performance enhancements as well. The way we think about aerodynamics in cycling will shift. A wider shift away from straightforward streamlining towards a more comprehensive approach to aerodynamics that views the rider and the bike as a single system may occur this year. Up until recently, bike and component makers frequently tried to increase the aerodynamic performance of individual elements without giving much thought to how this would affect other parts or the rider. But during the past few years, a few cutting-edge firms have adopted completely novel strategies without running afoul of any beady-eyed UCI commissaires. For instance, the Hope Lotus HBT has extraordinarily broad fork and seat stays, whilst the Ribble Ultra SLR features a sharply shaped frame set and a bulbous ultra handlebar. At the 2022 Tour de France, specialized in cask-sponsored athletes who wore helmets that were exceptionally enormous. At the elite level of the sport, the iconic POC Temper Time trial helmet also enjoys enduring popularity. A number of riders were sporting unbranded versions at the 2022 UCI Track World Championships. As far as we can tell, each of them is designed to cooperate with the rider to lessen total aerodynamic drag by adjusting the airflow throughout the entire system. What's our year's aero wager? In 2023, we'll notice a lot more of this. We believe there is still a lot of room for innovation under the present UCI technical restrictions, and we hope some forward-thinking businesses take use of it. It is frequently questioned if we have hit the peak bike within these rules. Aero sensors still won't be the new power meters. Since about 5 years ago, On-bike aerodynamic sensors that promise a live display of your CDA, coefficient of aerodynamic drag, have been hailed as the next big thing. It's tempting to question if 2023 will be the year things get better, and the ability to minimize drag is ultimately democratized given the growing number of firms that either currently have products on the market, like the Nodeo Connect and Velocomp Aeropo, or are in the process of creating one. But to our disappointment, we don't believe it will, because there are so many factors at play. Quantifying a rider's real-time drag is a difficult task due to the complexity of aerodynamics. The rider, for example, the weather, traffic, drivetrain friction, rolling resistance, etc. These gadgets perform what they're supposed to do, but utilizing them is difficult and time-consuming. They often need rigorous test protocols, wind and traffic-free environments, and calibration rides. Additionally, you must know how to analyze the findings and what to do with the data. In contrast, power meters are generally easy to use. What level of pedal pressure are you using? Here is the solution, plus or minus 1%. As you go deeper, there is definitely more to it, but the technology itself is rather simple. Many bikers are also aware with the concept of watts, where a higher number is generally better and vice versa. Of course, we would love to be proven wrong. Unfortunately, it still seems like this measurement revolution is a ways off. If you found this video informative or entertaining in any way, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more exciting cycling content. Thank you for watching.